Hello everyone and welcome to Tyrik on the Move.
Now here's the host of Tyrik on the Move, Mr. Tyrik Wynn.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another amazing episode of Tyrik on the Move. I am your host, Tyrik Wynn, and today we have another amazing one for you. Now, before we get into the show, of course, I know you all noticed we have a very different background, a different scenery here going on. So yeah, we are not in the normal, everyday Tyrik on the Move studio. Today we are here at a beautiful park right behind Ponce City Market, which is a great place to go have some fun, eat some food, have some drinks, and just have a great time with family and friends. So go ahead and check out Ponce City Market. It's a very beautiful area around here. Now I want to go ahead and address our product placement for today by Miss M.E.T.R.O of Speaking Pieces Boutique. Shopping with us will have others speaking about what you are wearing, and she is located at 226 Jonesboro Road in McDonough, Georgia. So if you're looking for that special, unique outfit, looking for that outfit for that party or that red carpet, that she is the lady to go to. She has some amazing lines of clothing that you definitely want to check out. So make sure you all go check out Miss M.E.T.R.O at Speaking Pieces Boutique. Now it's time to get into our show. This past week I had a chance to go out to M.E.T.R.O Wealth Studios, and I interviewed the one and only, the starter of it all, Mann Robinson. He's an actor, he's a rapper, he's a director, he's a filmmaker, he does it all. And in this interview, he's gonna teach us how we can be successful in the industry. So you are gonna want to watch this interview all the way through, because each and every time he answers, he gives some very valuable information. So have fun and enjoy this amazing interview. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tyrik on the Move. I'm sitting down with Mann Robinson. Now, before we get started, I didn't get the memo. I'd have came with my shirt on so I could show my pecs too. But yeah, shoot. So yeah, let's talk about them.
Talk about my pecs?
Yeah, shoot. Cause I was looking at a video yesterday and I saw you lifting some 80-pound dumbbells. What's
80
that? Huh?
80 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know, just healthy life, healthy living. You know, I gotta keep the young dudes off me. You know, they try to run up, you know what I mean? So.
Okay. Yeah, shoot, I need to get on your level. But let's talk about, I want to start with your childhood. What was your childhood like? I know you got started at a real young age, around the age of 13. Talk about what that experience was like.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, 13. That was around the age I started actually rapping. Mm-hmm. You know, and yeah, I started rhyming and rapping and breakdancing and all that. Okay. And it was just into music. My parents was into music. Okay. You know, we come from Motown era. Mm-hmm. So I had families that were signed to Motown and all that. I don't think it had nothing to do with me, to be honest, mm-hmm. as far as the skill or gift or whatever, because I can't sing at all. Just could rap. But that's when it started. I was a big fan of Run DMC, LL Cool J, you know, okay. All of them. You probably know that is.
I do. Oh yeah, I know. I keep it.
You keep reason?
Yeah.
All right. And you know, I felt like I could rap, but I didn't feel like I could be rapping on their level. Mm-hmm. And I honestly never even attempted to send my demo off to nobody. I just started and started putting it out myself. Okay. You know, this is before Master P and all that. I really did it myself. So.
Now that was when you was, you know, in your teenagers. So do you still got it?
Man, I'm colder than I've ever been. Oh, okay. Then I got different levels. I was rapping then because I was trying to, you know, just rap to be everybody else. Then my second level, I was trying to rap to prove to everybody I could rap. Okay. Now I'm just cold as.
Yeah, hey. So let's talk about, so when you were young, you had your rap group, right?
Yeah.
Now, that was PATHIC, is that how you PATHIC. Okay, so what was that experience like? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, PATHIC was, it was real dope, actually. Mm-hmm. Because if you ever watch BET and they had the cyphers that be coming on their award show, that's what we did every night. And we was just, now I didn't do it, I was with them, and then, you know, they were better than me, you know what I'm saying? So I just watched these group of guys that was all grew up with me, that was better than me. But I was just influenced by them, and they was, you know, we was fans, I was fans of theirs and whatnot. And then I developed my skill after that. but it was acronym for putting all the hustles in a circle. And that's what we call ourselves. It wasn't no illegal stuff going on, it was just rapping. So it was actually a great experience. It was my first sign of success was in with PATHIC. So pretty dope.
Now when I was looking, at some information on you, I saw this all red, everything. Tell me, what does that mean? Because I was trying to comprehend that, but I really couldn't understand it. So tell me what that is.
All right. So this is only the third time I've said this ever. Most people think that the way I act, the way I look and all that it means gang. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I say it don't, but I'm too old to be in the gang, of course, right now. Everybody's too old to be in the gang. But a gang, it's like a lifestyle, not actually gang banging. I'm talking about the family part of it. And I'm not really a gang member, it's not what I'm saying. But what red really means, all red everything means, is everything that I do, I go full tilt. The color, if you think about 9/11, the day when America got attacked, after America got attacked, America was put on cold red. That's me. All gas, no brakes. Everything I do, I'm going to the fullest. That's what all red means.
It's a good message.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I go. All my walls is red, everything I do. Before I transferred to film, I wore red every day. It was to a point where people see me with something else on. Not the opposite of blue. Blue is not my opposite. Yeah. Everything's my opposite. That's my mentality of red. So when people see me with something that wasn't red, they would say something.
Yeah, that's a good way of motivation. I really like that. So something that keep you going every day and keep you motivated. So let's talk about these films like you just mentioned. So when I first met you, you were working on the movie M.E.T.R.O. So talk about some of these films you've been working on. How did you get into the film industry?
Okay, so let's tie the last conversation together. So my very first film was called On 10.
Okay.
That was the very first one. Well, my first one was Karma, but I never shot it. So On 10 was my first. My second film was Turn. Turn and On 10 mean exactly the same thing as All Red Everything. On 10 means I'm on 10, Turn means I'm turned all the way up, All Red Everything means I'm all the way. So I named the films after my whole mentality. So that's where I got the names from. People don't know that. That's where I got those names from. But how did I get into film? I think we all are in film. Yeah, at some point we are. If you think back and you say, as a kid, your friends together and they say, if you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes? Right? They ask you that, you answer them. But after you answer them, you're thinking about it for the whole rest of the day. You're playing a movie in your head already. So I think we all are filmmakers from the jump. But then when I got into rap, every song is a movie. We're not just gonna get on it. Now nowadays they just say whatever. I'm not gonna lie. They got a nice beat, whatever, and then that's another form of rap. But when we was doing it, each song had to mean something. Each title of each song had to mean something, and the lyrics in the song had to match the title. So every song was a movie. That's how I got into it.
We'll be right back. You're watching Tyrik on the Move.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tyrik Wynn, the host of Tyrik on the Move, and as some of you know, I've been doing this show for almost 3 years now on YouTube and other social media platforms, but now I am looking to move to television. Yes, I said it, television. So now I am calling all television networks out there to seek this show. If you guys are seeking new content in the season, please check out our show, Tyrik on the Move. Just go to my YouTube channel and check out the Tyrik on the Move reel to see what we're all about.
Did you know abuse is the greatest threat to your potential? Unresolved trauma from your past can stop you from living the life you were created to live. Hello, I'm Kevin McNeil, founder and CEO of the M.E.T.R.O Project, where we educate the world on the effects of abuse. I spent 20 years of my life as a detective and investigator investigating abuse crimes, and here's what I discovered: that you cannot walk in your full potential if you do not deal with your past. So I want to help you arrest your past so that you're free to walk into your future. You can learn more by going to my website, www.the12project.com. Thank you.
LLC, and we're the producers of the great show Tyrik on the Move, but we also
film and edit commercials.
And if you would like Tyrik Wynn, the host of Tyrik on the Move, to host your next event, Make sure you contact us at
WinProductionsLLC@gmail.com.
And make sure you visit our website, winproductionsllc.com.
And remember, when you use Win Productions LLC, it's a
Win-win situation.
Wow. Okay. So with the films and you got the actors in it, obviously. So how do you kind of recruit those people? Because you have some pretty known people in your films.
Well, that was a two-way street. That was me, being. It's a long story with that. When I first came to Georgia, I didn't know what I was doing. I just spent a whole day just going on all these different websites, just whatever it said, something about film. And maybe 3 months later, I got an email that I was signed up to some type of casting thing. So I accidentally signed up for it. And it ended up being a good move because that was the Caucasian side. There's different sides of film in Georgia. You got the white side, you got the black side, you got the hood side, this and that, and so on and so forth. People that only shoot zombie movies, all different levels of film. So it opened me to those other sides as well, which I think I was lucky with because other filmmakers don't get a chance to experience that. But with Turner, it was originally a documentary, and I was bringing in celebrities that I knew already from doing my music to interview them for this documentary. So I'm sitting down with Jamal Willard, he played Biggie in Notorious.
Yeah.
But he's a rapper too. He was a rapper first. So I'm just about to interview him for the documentary and just calling it a day. And I told him what I wanted the documentary to be like. I wanted it to be a documentary, yes, but I wanted one actor only. So we follow around the story and you could see him acting out the stuff that we were doing. Sort of like Forensic Files, one of them shows.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, and it's my first time ever meeting him. Now, when I'm sitting here with him, I'm like myself, and I've been around celebrities before, and some people consider me that, and I'm feeling good about myself. But deep down inside, I'm amazed that I'm talking to this guy about some project that I made up.
Yeah.
But by the time we got finished talking, he wanted it to be a project, and he said to me, looked me in my eyes, and said, "Make it a movie, make me the main character." And I stayed calm on the outside. On the inside, I was tripping.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. By the time he left, we had already started writing the movie, and that's how I started. So with the documentary, T.I. and I had did something, and T.I. was in it, so I was using that clip that I had already from T.I. in the documentary. So when the casting department put that out there, T.I. and Big Sean and Bone Thugs and Harmony, all these people in the documentary, people started calling me for roles. So that's how I had, and I've remained to have that since then. So pretty lucky.
Cool. That's a really powerful story, and I think that people can be inspired by your powerful words. So within that, also you're an actor too.
Yeah.
So what stuff have you worked on, or what stuff have you been in, or where have people seen you?
Man, I was intern, and actually, I got applauded for one of the best performances in turn, I might add.
Okay.
Maybe I wrote myself the best lines, I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know. I was in Finesse. I was in, I think, Birds of a Feather.
Mm-hmm.
My first role was with Tyler Perry, though. I was in The Have-Nots, and I played a thug next to Malik, whatever his last name is.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his last name. So I've been around, but now we're doing more stuff, and I'm going to take on acting a lot more than I had, because I'm good at it.
Hey, yeah, stay what you good at.
Good at it.
But yeah, so let's talk about Tyler Perry. You work with him. What is it like working with somebody on his level? What was that experience like?
I mean, it's not a level. He's just a human. So all I wanted to do, and this is good. I know every time somebody asks about Tyler Perry, I blow up. It's because when you go back home, people always say, "Oh, you gonna be the next Tyler Perry?" Like, what is the next Tyler Perry? I don't want to be the next Tyler Perry. Let Tyler Perry have his own lane. Yeah. And I applaud Tyler Perry for what he's done, and everybody that's a black filmmaker that's made it. One thing I would say about him though is he had a plan that was bigger than Medea. It was bigger than all those shows. It was bigger than everything, and we got the chance to witness that now.
Yeah.
People are coming to him and shooting their films at his spot. He's the mecca of film now, so I applaud him for that. But back to me, one thing I don't even know how to answer it. The similarities between me and him is with black filmmakers. That's it. I don't know what else to say.
So you said you was in Detroit. Now coming to Atlanta, what made you decide to come here? How was that transition? How did you make that decision?
Have you ever heard of migration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, migration. Black people migrated from the South in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they migrated led by the speech of Dr. Martin Luther King. But we could all take care of our families and live a better life. I wasn't born yet. And all of the people from the South ended up in Detroit because of the big three, and then of course the Motown Records, whatever, was doing good. Well, Detroit lost that in 2008. They lost the Motor City, and they lost Motown 10 years before that. So everybody started reverse migration. A word I made up, it's in my book I wrote, it's called reverse migration. So we all want a better life. Martin Luther King's dream didn't die when he died, it's the same thing. If you want a better life, you should go follow it. You can't say, I want to be free and equal and equality and stay in the same place. That makes no sense. That's closed-minded people. So if you want equality, you want to be equal, and we got to be fair, we have to do this, then you should explore everything that they explore. And that's what everybody should do. So if all the opportunities are here, then that's where I'm going. And if you notice, there's a lot of people. One thing about Atlanta I did learn though is when I got here, I thought it was going to be a bunch of country dudes, gold mouth, they can't understand them, and they're there, and they cool. They got a lot of love, but it's not like that. It's people from New York, people from Detroit, people from Philly, all here, all coming together to follow that same dream that Martin Luther King had. Every year we celebrate his birthday and his death. So every year we're going to celebrate his dream.
Yeah, that's right. So let's talk about your book. You did mention your book just a few seconds ago. Let's talk about that book. What are some things in it? What can people gain from it?
Well, one of the things is what I just ran down. That's definitely in it. About how the dream, Martin Luther King, and just continue to follow it. You know, I'm not a fan of somebody complaining about one thing, but not doing something on the other side of that. But what I'm saying is, you as people, and you're looking at this guy, you cannot say God and religion if you're not willing to let somebody be reconciled. You can't say them both. So that's kind of what the book is. If any situation, if you're going to say one thing, then you got to live by it too, and the opposite of it. And that's just what the book is about. Because that's how I live.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Yeah. And people would be inspired by that. So where can people get this book?
As soon as it's done, you can get it wherever. It ain't done yet.
Oh, it ain't done yet.
It ain't done until that movie come out.
Oh, okay.
Listen, man, you would be a fool to drop a book without the ending. I gotta have that ending first.
So it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. I've been writing a book for a long time. My sister told me to write a book when I was 13. She said, you should write a book. I was like, how? You know, and I never did it. I started when I was like 27. Started writing a book.
Let's talk about these films again. So with these films, like, what can you say to somebody out there who's aspiring to be a filmmaker, or they don't know how to get started, they don't even have a camera yet? What can you say to those people?
Wow, they don't have a camera yet. Get a camera. No, I would write a lot. I would write every story you have in your brain. The worst thing is the brain is a powerful place, but it's not meant for storage. If you got an idea, get it out of there, or you're gonna clog just like a hard drive. It's gonna be overfull and not work. You gotta get it out of there. So get all these ideas out on paper, or a computer, or wherever you want to get them. Go to YouTube, go to Google, and learn as much as you can about film. Then get a camera. Save your money up, get a camera, and start shooting yourself. Start shooting whatever you learn how to shoot, and start shooting yourself. It doesn't have to be a perfect movie. It doesn't have to go to Netflix, but it does have to be your first. Everybody's gonna have a first. You wanna have a first. And that's how I would do it. That is how I did.
So what was your first like?
My first movie was, I won an award on it. I won Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Comedy on a film. And it was a film I did for another comedian, well-known comedian. He showed me his first film. It was on YouTube. And it literally looked like somebody shot it with not even a BlackBerry. It was that bad, but he knew it was that bad. And he was like, this is my first film. I'm only showing you because this is where I'm at. So I shot it free. I said, I'm just gonna shoot it free for you. I ain't gonna ask no money. And it took us 2 weeks to shoot it, but it just, certain stuff wasn't right on it, but we still ended up winning. Okay. So where can you see the film is next? Nowhere, because we deleted it. Sorry, it's nowhere.
Okay.
All right. So it's gonna go down in history that turned as my first film.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's say you have somebody who has cameras, somebody who's ready to get started. How do they get started? What are some things that they can do, and how do they establish their pricing?
Establishing pricing is extra hard because it's so many people that can walk around with a camera and can be camouflage as the person to go to. So when you have legitimate professional services, they're going to say, well, my nephew go do the same thing. And it's hard for you to say, and then at that point you got to just let it go. So the best way to, I guess, justify your services is to have some reels and some products. Even if you're going around, it's us four in the room, we shooting something and we showing it how good it looks. That's the best way to do it.
Okay, so I have some examples.
You gotta have some examples, reels.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I know you know some people in television. I know you know some people now. I've been doing this show for about 3 years, and I'm ready to move. What's some advice from you?
Well, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Due diligence is a nice word. It's a word that's used before people agree on an interview, before people agree to even interview me. And we did it on you, and the way your show looked is perfect. That's all you gotta do is keep doing that. People will come to you. It looks great, and that's why I'm here. There's other reasons, because you're my boy. Get that in there.
Yeah. All right, so what are some things you're working on now? What's going on now with you? And what's some things that we could expect from you coming out in the future?
Y'all got some money? Because this one is, y'all gonna be the first people to hear this one.
Okay.
You're gonna have to pay for this one. You ain't got money on you? Oh, he got some, okay, cool. I am doing a movie called So4Real. So4Real was a singing group from the 90s. They were signed to Heavy D, and they kind of vanished off the face of the earth. So all their fans thought that they lost their voice, but that's not the case. The reason they stopped singing is in the movie. I'm not gonna tell you that, but I'm writing it, directing and producing this film, and we will probably start production the end of this year, beginning of next year. So that is the biggest one I'm working on. Tap the pocket again. So and then also I'm writing Turn 2 right now as we speak, and we also have a documentary for the homeless, for the nonprofit that we started called Give It How You Live Foundation. So we're doing a documentary on the homeless. It's actually already finished. Then we're doing a scary film called Sebastian that's releasing this October. And what else we got? A few other movies. The Life Story of Donald Goines is coming out next year. And another film called Here's, Hers, and the Truth that was produced and written by Coke Daniels, one of my friend directors. And it was chosen for the ABFF. It's going to this June, so that's a big deal. So that's what I got right now.
Shoot, that's a lot of film.
Yeah, it is. You got to keep going though. You know, the goal is to do 2 a year, and you want to get to the point where you start making money off of it. To revert back what you asked about a new filmmaker, don't worry about the profit at first. You know, that's disrespectful. First, you got to get the grind in. It's been 5 years for no profit for me. So, anyway, that's that.
Got you. Wow. So, how can people get in contact with you? How can people use your services? Where can people find you all?
Well, the easiest way just to type in Mann Robinson in Google. That's it. And that'll get all the social media and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I like that because I like to tell people to Google me too.
Yeah, I mean, because you was on Instagram, Mann A.R.E underscore all that, and they ain't gonna remember all that.
Yeah,
just say Mann Robinson and you're good to go.
Yeah, put it in Google. That's what I like.
Yeah, Google is dope.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you something, that was an amazing interview I did with Mr. Mann Robinson out at M.E.T.R.O Studios. So yeah, he gave us some valuable tips, and I encourage you all to definitely use them so you can be successful in the industry. As you saw, he did give me some personal tips about what to do. He told me to keep doing what I'm doing with the show and stuff, and then I'll be successful. And then people will come to me wanting me to come to their TV studio. So yeah, just follow those tips and you should be successful in the industry. Now it's time for your encouraging words. Today's encouraging words comes from Ephesians 2:10, and it reads as follows. It says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So that basically means we should be good and do good. For example, be kind and friendly to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. When I was going to grade school, that was all always the magic golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So yeah, definitely encourage that. And make sure you follow those verses. Be reading your scriptures and live life. Make sure you are praying and saying those scriptures. Now, when we come back, we will get into Tyrik's money tips. And also, we will be making the grand announcement of who is the winner of the brand new bike contest. Woo! We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Ski from the People Station V103 here in Atlanta. On social media at Frank Ski. Make sure you're checking out my guy, Tyrik on the Move.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyrik Wynn, the host of the awesome show Tyrik on the Move. And the Tyrik on the Move staff and I, we are calling all business owners out there to come and advertise on the show. We do commercials, we do product placement, we do it all. All we need is you, all the businesses out there, to come and advertise on the show. If you would like to advertise on the show, just send an email to winproductionsllc@gmail.com.
Did you know abuse is the greatest threat to your potential? Unresolved trauma from your past can stop you from living the life you were created to live. Hello, I'm Kevin McNeil, founder and CEO of the M.E.T.R.O Project, where we educate the world on the effects of abuse. I spent 20 years of my life as a detective and investigator investigating abuse crimes, and here's what I discovered: that you cannot walk in your full potential if you do not deal with your past. So I want to help you arrest your past so that you're free to walk into your future. You can learn more by going to my website, www.the12project.com. Thank you.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Tyrik on the Move. Now it's time to get into Tyrik's money tips. And today's money tips: great ways to save for a vacation. Now, I know it is still summertime, but it is kind of dwindling down. Almost time to go back to school. Unfortunately, yeah, I hate to say it too, I go back August 26th. But hey, it has to happen. But now is a great time to start talking about next year's vacations, next year's summer vacations and thrills that you're gonna do. Personally, I recommend a cruise because I recently just took a cruise for my birthday trip, and I have to give a shout out to these people. Royal Caribbean, that is the cruise line you want to go with. Royal Caribbean, they are awesome. Amazing service. I went on the Empress of the Seas boat, and that service was awesome. And they say Royal Caribbean, you actually do get treated like royalty. And they also gonna make sure you wash your hands when you go on the buffet too. So make sure you keep those hands clean when you go on Royal Caribbean. And of course, all around the world, obviously, we want to keep those hands nice and clean. But nice, back into the money tips. So one great way is to set a certain amount aside from each paycheck you receive and put it into your account, and on that you don't use for anything else. So let's say, hey, you make $100 this week. Go ahead and put $20 aside for that special vacation you plan to take, and let's say you keep doing that, and next thing you know, by next year you may be able to take 2 vacations, 3, 5, 10, whatever the case may be. But yeah, go ahead, take that tip and take that advice. Now, another way is for those of you with credit cards is to see if you can accumulate points when you use your card. And if you can use those points for cash back or anything travel related, do it. I'm telling you, actually, I just invested in my very first credit card, and I am so excited. So yeah, I can go to the gas station, put it on my credit card, then make sure I pay it back before the due date, and then a percentage of that money will come back into my wallet and into my pocket. So I mean, if credit is that great, why, we should all get it. But make sure you keep that credit good and don't be late with those payments, because you'll be charged probably 15% interest or more. So you definitely want to make sure you got a good credit score. Get to that 800. That's the goal. All right, now it's time for what we've all been waiting for. Oh yeah, we are outside. Had a little bug on me. But yeah, we are outside. So yeah, now it's time for that time what everybody's been waiting for, the special bike giveaway. Woo! Now it's time to pick the winner. All right. All right, so let's shake it up. Get these winnings going. Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh my gosh, who's it gonna be, everybody? All right. We had a whole lot of people share this episode of Tyrik on the Move, the last recent episode. So now we're about to find out who the special winner is going to be. Oh, and look, it's in a Wynn Productions hat. So yeah, all right, let's see what that's going to be. All right, got a winner. All right, and the winner of the brand new bike contest is, drum roll please. All right, and it is Miss Shayna Thornton. Yes, congratulations. You won the brand new bike contest. So you know now what you have to do. You have until next Sunday at 7:45 p.m. to call in and claim your prize. And that number is listed on the Facebook page. So go ahead, call that Wynn Productions LLC number so that way you can claim your prize and we can go ahead and get you your awesome bike. Now, it's Sunday. But guess what? Thursday, we're going to be in a whole new different environment. We're going to be in Canton, Ohio for Hall of Fame week by the NFL. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, make sure you're staying up to date with Tyrik on the Move because we're going to be giving updates all week and all weekend long starting on Thursday. First, we kick off the week at the Hall of Fame game by the Broncos and the Falcons. So yeah, make sure you all stay tuned to that. We're going to be giving updates. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. So make sure you catch us in Ohio, pack your bags, and meet us out there. Thank you all so much for watching this amazing episode of Tyrik on the Move.
Make sure you follow me on social media. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram at Tyrik Wynn _TV. Make sure you like my Facebook page at facebook.com/Tyrik Wynn TV. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Tyrik Wynn TV. Also, make sure you follow Tyrik on the Move social media, facebook.com/Tyrik on the Move TV, and follow us on Twitter at Tyrik on the Move TV. And also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tyrik on the Move TV, to get special alerts when a brand new episode of Tyrik on the Move is released.
Once again, thank you all so much for watching this amazing episode of Tyrik on the Move. And even though I'll see you on next show, but this Thursday I'll see you in Canton, Ohio.